Hey, it's Monday night, and it's the adventures of Rob and Kristen and the Rob and Kristen live.
Yes, not to be confused with the Robin Kristen show, which will be airing Tuesday night at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time on Abundant TV.
Yes, don't be confused. Oh goodness, another adventure on this Monday, and we love
Always is.
adventures. Always is. Hey, listen, why don't you talk to everybody for a little bit? Tell them how they can find Abundant TV, and I'll be back.
So, just as a reminder, if you are finding us for the first time on Facebook or on YouTube, do not forget if you are watching us there to tune into Abundant TV on Tuesday nights at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern or weekday mornings at 9:30 a.m., where you can see some of our older shows. You can either add Abundant TV to Roku, Amazon Fire, or Apple TV. Or, one of my favorite things is just to go to your app store of your favorite mobile device and do a search for Abundant TV and add the app, and then you can just watch us wherever you are. So you can watch us. Like I did a couple of weeks ago when we were in Orlando. I just watched it from my phone to see what was going on, or can watch it, when you're sitting in the airport, when you're riding in the car, going someplace. And it's always been a great way for me to be able to show somebody who asks about Abundant TV, to show them just Abundant TV on my phone so that they can see how to find the app, and they can what it looks like, and how the programming is. We do program 24/7. So there are time slots, and we've got a really great set of programs. We've got some great talk shows, we've got some great preaching. Um, One of my personal favorites is John Works Too Much, because, as you've heard me say many times, whenever I watch him do these home improvement projects, I always feel like I can do something, when in reality, I know that I can't really. But I think that I can. I still have other things that I would like to do with Abundant TV. So, if you have any aspirations of wanting to do a television show, connect with me, and let's talk. But that is one of the things that we do here with Abundant TV, is we are always looking for new programming. So if you have some ideas, or if that's something that you're interested in, reach out to either me or to Rob, and we can talk about what your ideas are and how we can make that happen. If you are watching on Facebook, don't forget to go to our YouTube page, our YouTube channel, Abundant TV, and hit the subscribe button. It doesn't cost you a single thing to subscribe to our channel, but it does help us. And if you are watching on YouTube, make sure that you go to Facebook and like our Facebook page, join our Facebook group, Abundant TV, and catch up on some of the things that are going on there as well. The other thing too is, this week, on this week's show, you are going to see the final installment of one of our activities, our adventures in Orlando, Florida, from a couple of weeks ago. So,
Oh, it was
and it
fun.
was an adventure.
Wow. Yes, it was.
Yeah.
So, hey, listen, if you would help us out here, help us by sharing. Do you want me to have you exit stage right even for a moment and then come
Yes.
back? Yes. Okay, here we go. Hey, listen, we'd appreciate it if you do send us share our live feed. This is our live show, and Kristen explained a lot about that. Um, there you go. I
Yeah,
I lost. You lost
I
me.
was gonna say, I think you were frozen.
I was. So
So I'm not sure all what you talked about, but it was
it doesn't matter.
you've had more problems with that recently. I
I
think
I
it's
have
you
had a
have
lot of problems. Yes,
I think you have too many, devices all hooked up at once is what I think.
probably.
Because you have
Well,
your iPad, your laptop, your desktop, your phone.
and we're downloading the show too. So
Yes.
that's grinding up, extra stuff. But hey, if you could share us with your friends, um, help us to grow. We're at I think it says 15 right now. Let's get to 20. I would love to. Have never been to 20. Let's get to 20 people watching. So if you'd share this on your page, that would be amazing. Help us. If you have a Facebook page or ministry page, that would be awesome. Help us there. And we want to invite you specifically to come and hang out with us in Perrysburg, Ohio for the first abundant conference, which we're super excited about. And then that's going to be September 16th. It's a Saturday, and we're going to have some amazing things going on. And I know I promise every week that we're going to have people on the show and talk about it. It just hasn't happened yet. And I
Well,
really try.
one of these days.
Yes. But hey, if you're watching this or if you're watching on a replay, put replay in there so we know. But we're really excited about what's happening. Had a great weekend in Columbus, not Ohio, Indiana.
No, not
And it
Ohio.
was a lot of fun. We were down there with the Indiana Gospel Music Association. Had a lot of fun. Got to see some people and some folks that watch Abundant TV and watch different ways. And man, we appreciate everybody that is watching. I know the chat. I should open my chat and see who's all there. Hi, everybody. Hey, Jim Reed, how are you doing? Can't see everybody, but I can see some. Stephanie
Hey,
Hager.
Herb.
Hey, Stephanie, how are you? Been praying for you guys. Hope things are going good for you. Like I said, if everybody could share, let's get to 20. We're at 17. We're at 17. That'd be so cool. If you could do me a favor and shoot us to 20, how cool would that be? I'd be pumped. And it's just super. This is a lot of fun though. I mean, we have a lot of fun and thank you for allowing us in, not only with the Robin Kristen show live, which we do this Robin Kristen live, but with everything else. And it's so humbling to sit and watch people. Hey, Charlene. Charlene is here. Charlene is like the most amazing lady. If you've never met her, you need to, and you need to watch God's View on Abundant TV. And she does a great job with her show. We love her. She shares all of our stuff and helps us. It's just incredible. And we're just so thankful for her and all that she does for um, so yes, I couldn't read what she said, but I'll have to check on that. But we fell when I started talking about sharing it, everybody laughed.
No, nobody wants the responsibility of sharing. It's kinda like, when the teacher calls on you in school and you look down, find something else to do.
I know, I'm sad. I feel bummed about this.
Yeah, Charlene, he did freeze for a little bit, but he unfroze, I guess. I think he left and came back actually. So, it's a problem because Rob tries to, do too many things at once.
Charlene understands we're actually uploading the show at the same time. So we're uploading the show for tomorrow. We're doing all kinds of fun stuff, and that's how we roll.
But if you didn't hear earlier, you will definitely want to watch Tuesday night's show, 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern. You are going to see the final installment of the adventures of Robin Kristen while in Orlando, Florida. So it was quite an adventure.
30% chance of rain
Yeah,
was
just
that.
30%. That's all.
Charlene knows she was there. She knows the 30% chance of rain. So
Yeah.
So, but
But
yes,
it's but let us know where you are watching from. Also, Rob, this is we talked
yes,
about this a little bit last week, but we still have not figured out where we're going for a honeymoon 3. So
yes,
if you're new to this, honeymoon 3 is actually our 2nd anniversary. Oops, I just hit my microphone. But we call it honeymoon 3. We still don't know where we are going. I mean, I'm getting really tired of looking up flight prices and watching videos trying to on YouTube trying to figure out where to go. So,
it has been tough. We looked at actually Charlene's from Wyoming, and we looked at Jackson as a possible place, and then realized that one of us would probably have to sell a kidney for us to be able to afford to go there. So,
well, because, the other part, if you don't know, our anniversary just happens to be on Labor Day weekend. So that is also driving up the prices, different places that we're
oh,
looking.
crazy.
But yeah, because Jackson was one of the places where we originally talked about going. It wasn't our first choice, but Canada was closed because originally we wanted to go to Lake Louise. And
Yep,
then we talked about going to Jackson. Um, and then we saw the prices and how ridiculous they were. And then we had our hotel booked for Breckenridge and we had not yet booked our flights and we were getting ready to book our flights, right?
yep.
And then Colorado closed all of the or were saying that they were going to close all of the stores in the dining unless you were on the patio.
And it
So,
was it was like we kept going, well, okay, and then and it was like we actually talked about like 2 weeks prior to the wedding and went, I don't want to just like eat outside and not be able to go shopping,
yeah.
which
So,
is,
yeah, and
kind
then
of
we
our
talked
thing.
about yeah, then we talked about San Antonio, and Rob thought it would be way too hot at the beginning of September, so he didn't wanna go there, and so everything was a lot of the states and a lot of the
Yep, I
places
think she
were
froze.
still yeah, well, you're frozen. I don't know if I'm frozen, but you are. But we talked about, going to San Antonio, and we talked about, um, going to some other places. You are definitely frozen. Yeah, you were frozen. So, but we talked about going to a lot of different the adventures of Rob and Kristen continue on the Facebook and YouTube Live.
Good night.
No, but we are trying to figure out where to go. We've only got less than, um, 3 months. We have to
Yep.
figure someplace else, otherwise we're gonna be driving to someplace in Michigan again.
It's which is what happened. We
We went
kept
to
think
Mackinac Island last year, which was pretty. It was
it
fun.
was beautiful.
Charlene says, "Go stay up in Estes Park." Well,
Oh,
we
that's
actually
cool.
looked at Denver. Charlene, we were looking at going to someplace, around Denver, and, what was the Gaylord Rockies? You said NRB used to be there, Rob?
I think they had one there. Now I could be
I don't
wrong.
know. Yeah,
Ask
Charlene,
Charlene, she would
do
know.
you know yeah, yeah, Charlene is our go-to person. Do you know, Charlene, if there are any good resorts around the Denver area? Yes, well, I love Colorado. I love Colorado, Charlene, and that's why originally, we talked about going to Breckenridge. We talked about going to Denver. We looked at Estes Park, and because it's Labor Day weekend, there's just really nothing. Um, so we were looking at Denver. So there's a lot of different places, but if you have ideas, tell us your ideas. Put them in the comments because we read the comments and I need help because if you know Rob, you know that he's doesn't really help with this stuff. He just says, "That's gonna be too hot."
Wow.
And he says, "Wherever you wanna go is fine with me, unless it's someplace where it's gonna be hot." And
It's gonna
then
be too hot. Exactly.
and then it's, "Well, now I would like to go there sometime, but it's gonna be too hot." So now our thing is because because the buffet, the breakfast buffet was so amazing and at the World Center Marriott in Orlando, you know, it's Rob's like, "We could go back to Orlando?" And and then it was, "Okay, what other Marriotts have really good breakfast buffets?" And we found one in Tucson, which I've been to before. It's beautiful. The JW Star Pass, it's beautiful there. So we talked about going to Tucson, Arizona. And then the one that was in the hill country near San Antonio in Texas, but you're worried that it's going to be too hot. So
It's going to be warm. Now they have a lazy river there, so that might be fun. But
I'm starting to run out of ideas. I don't know what else to look for.
I don't either. And I
So
really don't.
seriously, if you have ideas, let us know.
That's right, but they should come. They should come to our conference in Perrysburg. It's going to be free. We're keeping it very small. There's going to be about 70 of us that'll
I
be
don't
there.
think it's going to be that big. I don't think we can have that many. I don't think we can have that many. No, I'm serious. So if you want to come,
Crunch them
if
in.
you want to come, you really need to get your tickets
Push them
if
in.
you want a guaranteed spot because it is free, but
Yep.
it is I don't think it's 70.
We'll put 10 people up front with us. They'll be VIPs.
Hey, speaking of VIPs,
Yes.
if you're watching us, did you happen to watch our show from a couple of weeks ago and where we went to the Red Balloon VIP reception and saw somebody?
Yes.
If you did, drop a comment here because I want to know that you watched the show. Drop a
That's right.
comment on who it was. And if not, I don't know if is it uploaded? Did we
Yes.
upload that episode yet? So
Yep.
to the on-demand section?
No, not to the on demand yet. No, no,
And
I
I'm
haven't done
guessing
it.
it's not uploaded to YouTube yet either.
No,
Well,
no.
it will eventually be on demand and it will eventually be in YouTube, but you will definitely want to watch our show from a couple of weeks ago um, if you haven't seen it yet. And if you have seen it, just make sure that you comment below about who we saw at the Red Balloon. And Charlene knows, so Charlene, don't give it away. Um, but at the Red Balloon reception at NRB. So,
What should we give them? A T-shirt or something?
yeah,
Okay. Yeah. If you win, if you're the first to do it, if you watch the show, just put it in the comment section, and we'll get you a T-shirt. We've got some really cool T-shirts, different things from events that we've done and stuff. So we'll get you one of those. How about that? A T-shirt for that. You can easily guess, and if you're wrong, it's at least a guess. But
right.
that's right. I mean, right?
Yeah, and actually, if you haven't seen the show, if you've watched some of our previous YouTube and Facebook lives, I think we talked about it in one of those.
I believe we did.
So there's a hint for you. If you didn't see the show and you want a guest to try to win a t-shirt and you're not sure, you can always go back over the last couple of weeks and watch our Facebook and YouTube live uh,
There you go.
Rob and Kristen live, and
Hello,
you'll probably
Samantha
hear the
Lewis.
answer. Hey,
Samantha.
Samantha. So, Samantha, we've been talking about where we should go for honeymoon 3, September. So, if you have any ideas, let us know because one of us is tired of looking up flight prices and resorts, while the other one of us says, I'll go wherever you want to go, unless it's too hot. Then he says
Unless
it's
it's
too hot.
hot. Right. Well, yeah, I'm not down with it being too hot. That's not.
Oh,
Oh, but hey, listen, we appreciate everybody, and we think you might be just tuning in, and you're going, "What is Robin Kristen Live?" Well, I'll give you a thing about it. Robin Kristen Live is kind of an offshoot of the show that we do, which is the Robin Kristen Show. which is on Abundant TV. And you're saying, Rob, I've never heard of Abundant TV. Well, we can help you with that too. If you have Roku, Amazon Fire, or Apple TV, you can download us as you download any app for any of the shows or channels that you have on those devices. Or
Go to the App Store in your with your favorite mobile device and search for Abundant TV and just add our app and you can watch it um, right from your phone or
that's
your
awesome. Somebody said hi to you, and I
iPad.
I couldn't
So,
I couldn't see who it was. It got away from me before. Anyway, but yes, you can do that, and super cool, super easy. Download the app. We had people download the app. There it is. There's
and
Del
you
His song
see
on the top.
right here, it's got a little red thing that says live on it. And if you click on that and it'll come up, you hit the play, which I'm not going to because then it'll start
Yes,
playing.
because we'll kill our signal.
But it's really easy and it's free. Yeah, Herb, I love Mackinac Island. We went to Mackinac Island last year, so we're not gonna go back there for our anniversary this year. But we will probably I don't know if we'll make it back there this year because our weekends are already getting taken. So, no,
But Mackinac
oh,
fudge,
yeah.
yeah.
Samantha, it does not cost anything to download the app to your phone or your iPad, and it does not cost anything to add our channel to Roku, Amazon Fire, or Apple TV. It's completely free. So,
See, that's a big thing, and a great question, Samantha, because so many of the channels that are out there, they charge you a monthly fee,
yeah,
and we just don't
no.
think that's. We want you to enjoy great Christian programming.
And we really do have a lot of great Christian programming, 24/7. And then
Yep.
there's 2 live channels 24/7, and then there's also some on demand, so you can kinda scroll through some of the other shows and, um, and watch them. There's a whole Rob and Kristen show channel within Abundant TV, so if you haven't watched any of the old episodes and you want a good laugh, you can, go watch that. Because Rob's always good
Yeah.
for some laughs during the show at the beginning when we do our top 5. So,
But no, it is, and we're so humbled to see the growth that we've seen over this last year as we continue to see Abundant TV
mhm.
grow, and people just like you, and maybe you're just finding us for the first time tonight. Maybe somebody has shared this video on their page, and you're going, "Who are those two people?" And we're glad that you're here, and God has you here for a reason, and we don't know what that is, but we believe that there's it could be just an encouragement. Maybe you know there's something that you hear or see during this that it impacts your life, that we're hoping that that's the
Mhm.
case. But we want to continue to grow, and we have great programming on every day, and it's 24 hours a day, just like any other channel. If you were to watch any network, we are just like that.
So, another thing too is even if you don't watch Abundant TV on your phone or your iPad, if you download it to your phone, it's really a great way to tell other people that you run into at the grocery store, the mall, or at church, "Hey, I know of this great Christian network. Let me show it to you." And that allows them to kind of be able to see a little bit of it about what we're doing, and that's what I do. I always try to show people on my phone, "Here's Abundant TV. This is what it looks like," and so they understand a little bit more about it. Oh, Charlene said she's taking Destiny to Estes, when Destiny goes to co-host God's View. If you're not watching Abundant TV, make sure that you tune into Abundant TV and make sure that you watch um, Charlene's show, God's View, and also Destiny Arborough's got a show on her network called Destiny X. It's also another really great talk show. Samantha Lewis said, "Go to Branson, Missouri, or Destin, Florida." Wow, Samantha, we went to Branson for our honeymoon. It was like our 4th or 5th choice, but we went there
At least it may have been even more
and
than that.
because everything was still a lot of stuff was still closed in 2021 when we got married. But we enjoyed Branson, and we've been back since then for an event, and we'll probably go back at some point in time, but not for our anniversary. Destin, Florida. I love that area. So make sure you watch our show tomorrow night at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern time, and you can hear about something that happened in Destin here recently.
Okay, Charlene, what's your favorite part of Destin? She said, "I love Destin." What do you like about Destin? Because now I've been to Destin. It's been a few years, but and Kristen's been a lot. You've been more than once.
To the area, yes.
So Charlene, what's your favorite part?
While we're waiting for Charlene to answer, in case she disappeared, I the if you've never been to the Florida Panhandle, whether you're in Destin or Panama City Beach or anything like that, the beaches are this beautiful white sand, and the water is this beautiful turquoise blue, unless there's like a storm or something, then it gets a little bit murky. But another thing that's great about Destin is they have this awesome shopping there. So,
Niagara Falls. Somebody suggested Niagara
yeah,
Falls.
we were just down in that area, or up in that area, not at Niagara, but we were up in that area last year and went out to sing in that region. And
Yeah,
it's a
it's a
beautiful
beautiful area
area.
out
Yeah, I
there.
have never been to Niagara. So that's definitely something we'll put on the list. Thanks for the suggestion, Herb. So,
So that's some of the stuff that we're doing. Um, is really for us like a trip like this. It's going to be quick because with our jobs, both of us, um, we don't get a lot of time off. So it'll probably be like a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then home Sunday, so that we can recover Monday because we're old, and
and
then
shoot
go
a
back.
show. I'll be sitting there editing the
Yes,
video in the airport,
yes.
and then come home, shoot a show on Monday while everybody else is having cookouts for Labor Day, and we'll be shooting a show.
What do you okay, so Labor Day, that's a great question. So like what's your favorite thing for Labor Day, like a Labor Day cookout?
I know
I know you're a vegetarian, so
so say I don't know,
it, now your dad does make those great omelets, those burritos.
but that's Christmas though.
Well, you could make it at Memorial Day,
Memorial Day, Labor Day.
any of those days.
Well,
4th of
you wanna
July.
talk about something that's good, that really is goes along with, like,
So,
Memorial Day, Labor Day, 4th of July. Did you freeze again? I think he froze again. So, but my dad and I'm a vegetarian, so I don't eat burgers, obviously, but my dad makes these really great burgers on the grill. He grills them. And I think he made Rob a triple burger a few weeks ago. So, Rob, you're frozen again.
I'm back though.
Once again, too many things going on. But hey, um, we are so glad that you joined us here on Facebook and YouTube. And Rob, you're frozen again. So I think that it's time for us to say goodnight. And don't forget to leave a message in the comments. Rob, you're frozen. You're the only one who can end this Facebook and YouTube live. The adventures of Rob and Kristen continue. So go to Colorado Springs. Oh, Samantha, I would love to go to Colorado Springs. I think that one of my legal conventions is going to be there next spring, next April or May. Oh, he's back. I think one of my legal conventions is gonna be there next April or May, so we may put that off to see if I go to that legal convention. If not, that is definitely on my list of places to go. So, anyway, Rob, I was saying that, because you keep freezing, I think it's time, and it's 9 o'clock and we have not eaten dinner yet, which is typical of a Monday night.
Yes.
Um I think that we need to say goodnight to all of our friends here on YouTube and Facebook. Don't forget that if you are watching us on Facebook, go to our Abundant TV YouTube channel and subscribe to it. It doesn't cost you anything, but it helps us out. If
Yes.
you are watching on YouTube, go to Facebook and like our Abundant TV Facebook page, join our Abundant TV Facebook group, where you'll be able to see a little bit more about what's going on. And if you're watching and you're not watching Abundant TV, don't forget to add Abundant TV to Roku, Amazon Fire, Apple TV, or to your favorite mobile device. And don't forget, watch the Rob and Kristen show every Tuesday night at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern, or you can catch some of our older shows weekday mornings at 9:30 a.m.
That's it. Hey, go out there and live an abundant life.